This Tron movie didn't feel like Tron. It was like a breath of fresh air for we finally got to see a good performance in this movie. Imagine going to the movies to watch a film about the most sophisticated AI super soldier in the entire world, and once you get to the film, you realize the most powerful AI super soldier cannot defeat a woman on a bike because of plot armor, I guess. I don't know. This film is fucking dumb. Going into this movie, the biggest concern was, of course, Jared Leto's performance. However, I think, surprisingly, his performance wasn't the worst in this film. Greta Lee and Jodie Turner-Smith had, without a doubt, the worst performances ever. I know Jodie Turner-Smith was supposed to play the robot and is supposed to do a two-dimensional character, but Jared Leto is the one who actually did it correctly. If you look at her character, she's just so boring and emotionless, and there's just nothing behind her character, which I get is what they're trying to do, but she just didn't execute it right. Ares just works. Ares, like, as a character, surprisingly does really well. Jared Leto played the film really well, whereas Greta Lee is probably one of the worst main characters I have seen in a film in a long time. There are so many scenes where Greta's just doing nothing in this film. She turns around and just does a standard face, and that's it. That's like her reactions to like most of everything that's happening in this film. Even though she's not playing a robot, she's playing probably one of the most two-dimensional flat characters in the whole film. I think visually this film worked sometimes. Like, it wasn't visually the most stunning film, or even the most stunning Tron film for that. I think it worked. There was some scenes that looked nice, but that's about it. I think even the CGI in this film was bad. There was one scene where Ares and Eve Kim go underneath the water to like escape the Matrix thing, and then they dive out of the water into this cool action sequence. But everybody in the cinema just erupted with laughter. It was the most goofy, stupid looking, just terrible scene I've seen in the film in a long time. It looked so bad. I think the only redeeming part of this film was the first act. I think it was okay. It kind of, everything tied together. It worked. It was okay. Watching it, I was like, oh, this film isn't so bad, until we get to Act 2 and 3, which is insane. Like, there's this one scene where Eve Kim's sister dies, and it's supposed to be this whole sad moment in the character, but absolutely none of us feel sad because we haven't even met her sister or know how they're like. We just don't know nothing about them. Right before she dies, we see this like 2-second montage of, I think, birthdays, and I believe her sister got cancer or something, and then she dies, and then we're supposed to feel sad, but we just know nothing about their relationship. It was just so flat, like all the characters in this entire film. Now, Evan Peters and Gillian Anderson, well, they played well. Evan Peters had a decent performance. I think he actually performed well. It's just the character, I think, let it down. Gillian Anderson was fantastic as always. She had a really good performance, really solid. A small performance, like a small role in the whole film, but one of the more emotionally invested characters in the whole film. Jeff Bridges definitely had a solid role. He was probably one of the better actors in this film. Seeing him, honestly, when we saw him on screen, I was like, it was like a breath of fresh air for we finally got to see a good performance in this movie. Now, as I said before, I think Jared Leto had probably one of the better performances in this movie, which isn't hard seeing how everybody else performed. He did well. Like, he actually embodied the robot android Ares, and you could feel it. Like, he did the 2D right. It was actually the first time I saw Jared Leto acting well in a movie in a long, long time. Now, do I recommend this movie? Absolutely not. Don't watch it. It's a waste of time. The second act drags out more than anything I've ever seen. It's just such a waste of time. Honestly, nothing happens. It's not really that fun. There's like a few funny scenes. The whole second act, you're kind of just waiting for the film to end. I usually don't like shitting on movies this much, but honestly, this film just wasn't great at all. And for such a big blockbuster, it's just, they could have done so much better. The script, I don't know what happened with the script. I don't know what they were doing, what they were thinking, who greenlit this, but it was just so flat and boring. The dialogue was just, wasn't there. There was just nothing to connect to with the dialogue at all. It was literally just person A talks, person B responds, person B says something, but it was just back and forth, just nothing. This Tron movie didn't feel like Tron. I think that might be one of its biggest issues as well. As always, let me know if you guys have watched this movie and if you liked it or hated it as much as I did. It is just my opinion, but honestly, I thought this movie dragged out so much and I just did not enjoy it. I think the performances ruined it for me mainly, because there was just nothing in them. Let me know if this was the worst film of 2025, or if somehow there's some one person who actually loved this film. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, as that always helps me out. And please tell me what movies you'd like me to review next. And as always, thank you for watching.